It's futile! Over here! Let's get things started.
Hello, today we're going to be going over everything in today's update. I know I'm a little bit late, also a bit late on uploads. I explained everything in the Golden Frieza Showcase, which should be up around the same time as this video, so go watch that one. Yeah. What have we got?
Now then,
We should have a new plat. I already know everything we've got, so don't worry, I'm not missing anything. We have... there. We got a plat for LF, not LF. I wish it was LF Cooler. We got a plat for Blue Cooler, the Zenkai one. Is equip giving 15% to health, 60% to both offenses, and 80% to both defenses. He is a melee type, by the way, and they're giving him like defense type stats. 90% inflicted damage, 25% to damage cut, 50% to crit, 70% to key recovery, and then 15% to health restoration when you're switched to standby. That's every time. That's insane. 15% health every time you switch this character to the bench. Also, 50% crit? That's, like, good. Like, that's pretty good. He's actually going to be doing crits. Final slot, card draw speed just flat out. Reduce enemy key by 30 when entering the field, and applies the following effects itself when switched to standby. Plus 15% to crit rate, activates twice, and 20% to crit damage, activates once. This character already has crit in their kit. Like, Blue Cooler was meant to be the equivalent Blue Bardock, but for LoE. They were meant to just give crit buffs and general support to LoE, while Blue Bardock was giving it to Super Saiyans. It was like a cool rivalry thing going on with their kits. I feel like that's actually pretty decent, and the team they're setting up for PO with this Nemesis campaign, like, we've already pretty much got like a Strike PO and a Pseudo Blast PO going on. Strike PO is definitely better because of Baby being a Strike character, but Blast PO is not, like, terrible. I don't think there's any other equips. I don't think Rush reset this week, so we don't know. That's last week's Plat equip. Not Plat equip, or Wicked equip. We also should have
Now
a Zenkai Awakening for a certain PO character. Hold on, I already have PO pulled up. There he is. The old green final form, I guess, first form, just the old green base cooler. We'll just max out his stats here, have a look. 306,000 to blast, 200,000 to strike, and 199,000 to blast defense. And then 272k to strike. He's a range type, obviously, and he's got really good... Why does he hold 2 strikes? Why does he hold 2 strikes? This better be explained in his kit somewhere, I swear to God. Because, I swear, there has to be a reason why they only change kits when they Zenkai characters instead of not fixing Z abilities or, like, cards held. There has to be a reason, right? Strike normal, blast normal, blue card, the death beam can be taught, deals massive pierce damage, and applies 100% to extreme bleed on enemy. That's pretty good. 30% to damage received for 15 counts is also pretty good. Green card cancels the enemy buff effects upon activation. That's good. Instead of on hit, on activation is always good. Following effects occur on hit: restore key by 50, randomly destroy 3 enemy cards, pretty good. 100% chance to inflict extreme bleed, so same as the blue card. Gives -1 card draw speed for 10 time account. Also applies the following effects to enemy based on the number of times the green card has been activated. If you use it once, you have a 50% chance to inflict feint, and then every card after that has a 20% chance to inflict feint. It's comboable by all arts, and it's a long-range card, just like the blue card. So that's pretty good, because we are in a blast-centric meta right now that is pretty good. 2 long-range options for this cooler is pretty good. Main ability, draw a green card next. Restores health by 25%, key by 50, 30% to blast damage, cannot be cancelled, that's permanent. And card draw speed for 15 time accounts, so you want to pop the main as soon as possible, because he's just getting permanent damage. God, I'm stuttering. Z ability is, I mean, it hasn't changed, but what is it exactly? 30% to blast attack and defense to movies. kind of shit. He's Zekirof's green PO, of course. That's good. That's good. That's good. That covers all of LOE and then, you know, every PO character, so that's pretty good. First unique, 70% to damage, 80% to blue card damage permanently. Oh no, that just says plus 80% to special move arts power. That's new wording. Usually it's 80% to special move arts damage inflicted. They've changed it to power. That's different. Are they going to start doing this now? Reduces damage received by 60%. That should really be like 65 or 70. We have moved past the point of 60% reduced damage received. For plus 50% to key recovery. God, I'm stuttering on all my words. It's fucking 4:20 in the morning. 50% to key recovery. Increases his card draw speed by 1 permanently. Can't be cancelled. Minus 10 to blue card damage. Can't be cancelled permanently. Pretty good. 40% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts every time this character uses a strike, blast, or blue card, while the enemy is inflicted with bleed, heavy bleed, or extreme bleed. So he's getting plus 40% to extra damage inflicted for 10 timer counts every time you hit a strike, blast, or blue, if the enemy has bleed of any kind. Is that like a stacking thing? Like every time you, like if I do a blast and I hit someone with bleed, I'm going to get 40, I do another blast, I'm going to get another 40, am I going to ramp up super quick, or is it just like, I hit him once and I get an extra 40% for the 10 timer count combo? We'll have to test that out when I fully do him up. Second unique. The following effects occur when this character enters the field. 50% to damage inflicted, cannot be cancelled, activates once. -5 to strike, blast, and special move arts cost, pretty good. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade, -30% to health restoration. Just for entering the field is pretty good. Additional plus 30% to blast damage inflicted per defeated enemy, cannot be cancelled. They're giving him like that GT shine on him, even though Cool is not a GT character. Because GT characters of recent have been getting buffs for when the enemy team has less characters remaining, which I don't like, but for a team like GT, I guess it's fine, because they waited so long for buffs, they can have what they get. I still hate fighting Super 17. Additional 30% to... Yeah, I already read that. Plus the following effects do self upon landing a strike card. Okay, that's weird. Draw a blast card. Blue card, damn. Draw a blast card when you land a strike. Activates once, and then you get 70% to your next blast damage card. So you want to jump in, do a strike, and then you'll draw a blast that'll do 70% extra blast damage. I guess that's kind of good. Why not just make it so that when he enters, he draws a blast card and then gets 70% extra damage to that blast card instead of him having to go through using a strike? It's kind of weird. I mean, if you're jumping in with this character and you have a strike in hand, it kind of helps you out, I guess, by drawing an extra blast for you, a card that you actually want. So I kind of like that, actually. And it resets every time he switches. Okay, the new uniques. The following effects occur when changing cover. You restore ki by 30, reduce the enemy ki by 30, and inflict the enemy with attribute downgrade plus 30% to ki recovery. Gaining the 30 ki on cover change is useless because you're already going to have full ki because you're getting hit. The following effects occur every time Following effects occur every time the enemy uses a blue card while this character is on the battlefield or on standby. So anytime this cooler is on a team and the enemy uses a blue card, you're going to get 30% extra damage for 10 timer counts. Restore all of your allies' health by 10% 3 times, and effect activates even if this character is defeated. That's really good. So if you just can have this cooler on the team, dead or alive, and you'll be getting extra damage to the whole team, and you'll be healing the whole team. That's pretty good. The following effects occur every time when hit with an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the field. Plus 10% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts up to 50. Shortens ally cell count by 2, activates once, and activation count resets after character switch, reduces enemy ki by 5. The following effects occur every time when faced with an enemy. Restore own health by 5%, ki by 30, inflict enemy with minus 30% to special move, ultimate, and awaken arts power for 15 timer counts. Honestly, this cooler's pretty good. He's doing like pretty good support as well. Like shortening ally sub count, giving him like buffs to health and damage even when he's dead. He's drawing a lot of blast cards, so if you use him on a blast team, he's actually going to be pretty good. And the bleed. He's giving bleed as well, so think about that. That's going to be adding to his damage. That's honestly pretty good. That's also everything we have.
Now then, it's time to dole out some vengeance.
Shut up, Frieza. All we got was that plat and the Cooler Zenkai, so I hope to see you in the coming showcases, so I'll see you soon. See you next time.